in the Royal Rumble.
Michael.
Hi, Bailey.
Andrew, do you smell what The Rock is cooking?
It's most definitely not a WrestleMania match with the Tribal Chief.
Yeah, that seems to be likely. Spoilers for the Royal Rumble. I don't know why you're watching this if you haven't seen the Royal Rumble, unless you just don't care and you want to get spoiled for the Royal Rumble. Because that's what we're talking about, the Royal Rumble 2024. All that went down. All four matches, the two Rumble matches, the WWE Undisputed Universal Heavyweight Championship match, Fatal 4-Way with.
You did it correctly.
There we go. I knew. I just remembered somehow. And then the U.S. title match. So,
Starting off with the Women's Royal Rumble match. How'd you feel about this match?
I loved it. That's my response to this match. I loved it. Probably match of the night for me because I don't know if you knew this, but I loved it.
I won't disagree. It was probably, I think it started a little sloppy, but it got better really quick.
Yeah, no, I think like midway through, like up until the end, basically like once Piper and Chelsea were in the match, like through the end, I found it so entertaining.
I can agree with that.
My God,
Uh,
Chelsea Green was a highlight of this thing. Well, I guess first we should talk about Naomi making her
Naomi, a
return.
big return, which you predicted. I did
Yes,
not call that at all.
and she came in at number 2, or was it 1?
Yes. No, she came in at 2.
2, yes,
Natalia was 1.
that's right. Then number 3 was my girl Bailey. My choice to
Was
win
it?
this whole thing.
Spoiler alert, you were wrong. R-Truth won.
No, I don't know how you called this, by the way. So, while we were watching this, you just threw out that R-Truth was going to make an appearance in this match. I was like, okay, yeah, right. That'd be funny, but I highly doubt that's going to happen. And yeah, it was like entrance 24 is later in this match, but what it was the Viking Raider girl, right?
Valhalla.
Valhalla.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then R-Truth interrupts her, goes in the ring. And was it Nia Jax? Nia Jax threw R-Truth over.
Yeah. But to
Yes.
be fair, he called the timeout, so she kind of cheated, if you ask me.
Yeah, did it really count?
No, it didn't. He got cheated and robbed, and I think R-Truth deserves a rematch.
Yes. Restart the Women's Royal Rumble match immediately.
Restart it, yes.
Yeah, Bailey came in at 3. As for the rest of Damage Control, they came in a little later. They didn't last very long. Bianca,
No,
she
it's
came in
Nia
at number
eliminated
10.
him.
Yeah, Nia. She came in a little later at number 19. I don't know why I
Surprised you
remember
remember.
like all these
Yeah, I was about to
entrants,
say, I
but
don't
I
know how
do.
the fuck you remember all that. I sure as hell didn't.
Just remember things. But yeah, oh yes, the TNA
Big,
Knockouts champion made an appearance.
yeah.
She entered pretty early on.
Yeah, she was like number 8 or some shit like that.
Yeah, and she lasted a while too.
Yeah.
Ultimately eliminated by Bianca Belair.
We got the big debut of Jade Cargill.
Yes. This was awesome. I love like the time they gave her for the entrance because I know usually they like tell people like don't
Hurry the
take your
fuck
time
up.
going to the ring or whatever, like don't spend too much time going, but I feel like they probably were like, yeah, this is your debut, Jade. You are a big draw for us. You are a big signing. We're going to treat you right. We're going to treat you like the star you are. Take all the time you need. And like the camera actually focused on her. Like she was treated better than AJ Styles freaking was when he made his debut at Royal
Yeah, we
Rumble.
had to see Roman's stupid face the whole
Yeah,
time.
no, you saw Jade all the way to the ring, and she looked like a force to be reckoned with. The face off against Nia was freaking awesome. We haven't really talked about
He
Becky in this
manhandled
match.
Nia. Well, Becky came in and kind of she clean house? I don't even remember if she eliminated anybody.
She probably eliminated a few people. She like her presence didn't really felt as I thought it was going to, though. Especially as one of the favorites to win going in.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Jade was awesome. Probably, Yeah, one of the highlights of this match, definitely. I'd say, other than Bailey winning, because that's what I wanted most out of this match, is Bailey winning because I think she truly deserves it, and the storyline just makes sense for her. But Jade next to that, probably the best thing out of this match. I like she showed her stuff. She showed it well. I thought she looked great, and I can't wait to see more of her. And that little face off
Big,
with Bianca. Oh, dude, that's what
yeah,
I want to see.
big return at 30.
Yes, indeed. It's one
You called that one too.
yeah, it's one like people kind of expected is Liv Morgan, but I mean, even though we expected it, we're very happy to see Liv Morgan back, and she made it to the final three yet again. The final three in this
Yeah.
match were Jade, Jade Cargill, Liv Morgan, and the ultimate winner Bailey. Great final three.
Oh yeah. I think you have main eventers in all three of those people.
Completely agree. Completely agreed. And I'm so happy that Bailey is getting a title match, one of the women's title matches at WrestleMania 40. Because I mean, every like 10th Mania, every anniversary Mania is like it feels like a big one. So giving this spot to her, like it feels earned, and I'm happy that they're giving it to her.
Yeah, there's a few surprises I think for both of us. One, Tiffany Stratton
Oh
came
yes,
in.
yes, she came in after Jade. Like, oh, the last three entrants in this thing, it was Jade, Tiffany Stratton, and then Liv Morgan. Like it was just a stretch of like stardom. I'm like, holy crap, this is awesome.
Tiffany ended up eliminating Becky, I think, didn't she?
I think Naomi eliminated Becky. Like,
Naomi was part of the final five.
it's kind of like she like went around Jade. So I don't know if it was like Jade using Naomi eliminating Becky, or if like she just swung around Jade and eliminated Becky. But she did ultimately eliminate Becky. Then Jade
Yeah.
eliminated Naomi.
Regardless, probably the better of the two Royal Rumble matches.
I agree. I mean, spoiler alert, I think probably match of the night, and very happy with the outcome. Very happy with the showings we got and the debut of Jade we got and the return of Liv Morgan we got. It was all freaking awesome.
Agreed. I don't really have anything more to say on that. Sucks that you couldn't get our live reactions.
Yeah, yeah.
Computer.
Oh well. Oh well. Stupid technology sometimes. But moving on to
Uh,
the second match of the night. Unless
Wait, how many Royal Rumbles? How many people would you throw out of over the top rope for that Royal Rumble match?
out of 30 people, how many people, or well, out of 29,
Out
out
of
of 29,
29, how many people would you throw over the top rope?
oh, I'd throw 29 people over the top rope for this Royal Rumble match. I think it's
Wow,
probably,
that's you would win the Royal Rumble for that match. That's
yeah,
crazy.
I think it's probably, I don't know, I feel like it's probably the best women's Royal Rumble up to this point.
Yeah, I wouldn't disagree.
Maybe this or last year. It's one of they were both very good. Second match of the night was the Fatal Four Way for the WWE Undisputed Universal Heavyweight Championship. Roman Reigns versus
Two
Randy
for
Orton
two.
versus the Megastar LA Knight versus AJ Styles,
A
the phenomenal
phenomenal one.
AJ Styles. Yeah.
Yeah,
What did you
this
think of
match,
this match?
I think it was. I thought it was going to be like a typical Roman Reigns match where it's like a slow, but no, it kind of just started and ended. I feel like this is a pretty quick match. How about I don't know about you. What do you think in terms of like a Roman Reigns match? You know?
Yeah, it went by pretty quick. Even for just not even a Roman Reigns match, just like a kind of multi-man match, like Fatal Four Ways. I'm used to going like I don't know. I don't know how long this match actually went, but it didn't feel like it went any longer than like 20 minutes. It felt around like 15 maybe.
Sadly, we did have interference in this match. Can't get away from a Roman Reigns match without Bloodline showing up.
Yeah, sadly. I was kind of hoping no one showed up and he just kind of won this clean because it's a multi-man match. So like no one has to look weak necessarily. Just, a string of events happen and someone can't kick out of that. Yeah, like other ways to
But
do it. But yeah, no, every Roman match is starting to feel like more and more generic. So I was kind of like glad it wasn't just one on one because in that sense it was a bit of a change up. But yeah, overall just pretty okay. Good for what it was.
Yeah, they had a new way to do the RKO, which was pretty cool. Randy did, anyways.
You mean the new way?
Not a new way, but a new take on him hitting the RKO and somebody doing
Oh, like the
when
catch?
AJ went for the forearm
Yeah, yeah. Instead of catching him midair, he caught him like when he was doing the springboard
on
on
the
the
rope.
apron.
Yeah,
Yeah, thought that was
yeah,
cool.
just
A little
took him
change
down.
up.
Yeah, that was pretty interesting.
Yeah, Rowan kicked
Uh,
out of. Well, he didn't kick out of every finisher, but of course he got pinned after everyone hit their finishers. So LA Knight hit the PFT, and I think AJ Styles like broke that pin up. Then AJ Styles hit Style Clash. LA Knight broke that up. Randy Orton hit the RKO, and that's when Solo came into the match. So Roman Reigns got hit with his fair share of stuff, but he's the tribal chief. He
at one
can.
point, you said, or no, you said early in the match, you're like, I hope he stacks them all on top of each other and makes the pin. And like at one, that's exactly what was about to happen,
Yeah.
but it didn't end up happening that way.
No, AJ Styles hit the phenomenal forearm and he stacked all of them. But Randy kicked out of it. So he was on the bottom. No win for AJ. AJ indeed was the one that got pinned by Roman in the end. Anything else to say about this one?
I feel like this is one of Roman's better title defenses because it wasn't just so bloodline interference heavy. Solo did interfere and whatever, but he got taken out kind of quick, and then it was just kind of up to Roman.
Yeah, like over the past year, maybe one of his better ones, like post Sami Zayn.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah, I would agree.
but
That's not saying too much though. Because I mean, they're kind of all the same at this point. But yeah, this was a little
yeah.
different. So
How many people would you throw over the top rope for this match
I
out of 29 other
throw
superstars?
I throw what's the record?
11, 12,
I feel like
14?
it might be 14. It's 13,
I think
14,
Roman
something like
holds the
that.
record.
No, I think did Brock break that? I think Brock broke that. I feel like it's 13.
Well,
I'm gonna
I
say
know Kane had it, and then Kane,
you
and
know
then
what?
Roman, and
I'm just
I
gonna
think
say
Brock.
I'll throw since the record's like 13 or somewhere around there. I'll throw like 8 people over the top right for this.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm not breaking any records for this one.
I would do 10, which is respectable. 10 out of 29 others. I feel like that's
I
pretty
mean,
respectable.
I feel like 8's pretty respectable.
Yeah. Then we had the United States Championship match, which I think both of us were surprised that happened after Fatal Four Way and not before.
Yeah, I was very surprised because I was like, I thought if anything, the Fatal Four Way would open the show. Instead going on second was kind of odd. But hey, whatever. It worked.
Yeah. Uh, Logan Paul and Kevin Owens put on what I thought was gonna be probably the weakest match. I think it ended up being the second, third best of the four because I think both Royal Rumble matches were better overall.
I agree. I mean, I think it's pretty. It and the Fatal Four Way are kind of on par, but I don't know. As
It's
far,
just hard to beat the gimmick match.
yeah, I agree. This match was like it was good. It wasn't bad. It was. I feel like it set up either a sequel or maybe Logan Paul in an Elimination Chamber match. So like he he can't like no disqualifications. No like all shenanigans they're allowed. So not so much BS going on with him. You know he'll win even if he. It wins in a dirty fashion. It's still legal, so like it's still technically clean wins. Elimination Chamber, great environment for that. And I don't know, it'd be pretty cool to see him in an Elimination Chamber match.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
yeah, just
he won this
the
one
the
by
end.
disqualification.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
gonna say the ending was kind of funny for this one.
yeah. So Logan had the brass
Jeff,
knucks yet again. Oh yeah, the
whoever the
the
fuck Jeff is.
Austin Theory and Grayson Waller got involved in this, and Austin Theory is the
Oh
one that
yeah,
was it Austin Theory? I think it was Austin Theory that got the brass knucks to Logan Paul. But Kevin Owens
yeah,
eventually got the brass knucks from Logan, and he hit Logan, went into the pin, and like a moron, admittedly, KO forgot to take the brass knucks off. And the ref noticed, and KO got disqualified. So, yeah, obviously setting up something with KO and Logan further in their storyline. So, they're not done.
Yeah, and KO put Kevin to the announce table.
Oh, did he?
Wait, KO put Logan. My bad. KO put Logan to the announce table. Yeah, you don't remember that?
I don't.
He took him outside the ring
How
and
do you
put him
do
to
it?
the
Pop
announce
up
table.
powerbomb, or what do you do?
I think it was just a regular power bomb. I don't know if it was a pump up power bomb.
Oh, okay. Oh, I vaguely remember, maybe. Yeah. How many people would you throw over the top rope for this one, though?
I'd say 8. Wait,
Uh,
my bad. 18 out of
18.
29. Yeah.
I'll say I'll throw. Damn, 18. That's a lot. That's a lot. I mean, I guess I did throw 29 over the top rope for the women's Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
I'll throw 15, 15.
Damn. Going into the men's, I think we were a little let down because there wasn't any big returns really. Uh,
Yeah. And I was
do you
hoping,
want to do you want to
so.
go in on the theory for the reason that I totally thought of all on my own on why CM Punk was going to come in at 27?
Oh yes, the theory you made, and
Yes.
not one that I overthought into existence.
Yeah, that ended up being completely true, and then I'm just credit.
Yes, so you were, for no reason at all apparently, until this came to mind, I guess. Uh, saying that CM Punk would come in at number 27, and I just pieced together that today is the same day that CM Punk walked out of the WWE 10 years ago, and it happens to be the 27th. So I was like, yeah, is that why you're saying that you're picking number 27? And yeah, it was completely. That's why you picked number 27 for CM Punk.
Yep, thought of that
And
all on my own.
yeah, and that's what he came out at too. So we're on you, WWE. We know what you're doing.
I think the best part of the men's Royal Rumble match when Dominic got the hot tag off to R-Truth.
Oh, that was incredible. And I love, dude, I
Man,
love the logistics of like R-Truth's like entrance, because he came out at 24, the same entrance that he interfered in the women. So like that all made so much sense. I'm like, Triple H
yeah.
actually thought this shit through. I'm like, I love that. Because people like me, for some reason, are paying attention to that. And I'm
I
like,
don't know.
the consistency of that. Oh my God. R-Truth isn't as deranged as you might think he is. Like he knew what entrance he was
he's,
coming out.
he's
He
just
just,
really confused.
yeah, like he just entered the wrong match. It's not the guy's fault, man.
Yeah, he just heard 24 and thought, "Oh, it's my cue."
Yeah. Well, Jay and Jimmy started this match, which kind of surprised me, to be honest. But it shouldn't have really.
I called it, which I called a lot of things to be fair. I
Yeah.
called Jay. Jay never changed, but I said Jay would start. Also, it could very well have been said on Monday Night Raw or SmackDown that Jay or somebody was starting the match, but neither of us had that knowledge.
No.
Uh, I said that Jay was going to start, and originally said Jay and Jimmy, and then Jay and Dominic, and then I changed my mind to Jay and.
Well, you
So
did say that Dominic was going to be an Iron Man of sorts.
I
And
did.
he absolutely was, because he came in at number 9, I believe, and CM Punk came in at 27, and he was eliminated by CM Punk. So he lasted
Yeah,
probably over 30 minutes.
yeah. Dom was the perfect little heel in this match. Everybody, him and Jimmy, every come in, they were the person they beat up, and it was
Oh,
hilarious.
he eliminated Braun Breaker,
He
who had
did.
an
I was
impressive
just about to
showing.
say that.
Yeah. Oh, Pat
Yeah,
McAfee.
Braun.
Pat McAfee coming in. You called this as well.
Yeah, I did. I did. I said McAfee's going to come in,
You did not
and
call him
McAfee.
eliminating himself, however.
I did not, and he holds the shortest record for announcers' time in the Royal Rumble at 38 seconds.
So yeah, there was a stare down between Braun Breaker and Omos, and Pat McAfee was the next entry. Everyone else was on the ground, and it was so great, because Pat McAfee was
Yeah.
just analyzing the scene. Once he was in the ring, he decided it wasn't the smartest move to confront either man, and put himself over the top rope back onto the apron. Looked back, thought twice about it, got back in the ring, and then, after further thought, he decided to call it a day. And actually go through with eliminating himself.
Then went back and joined on commentary.
Yeah, so I don't think it was like I think it was up there with like the two R-Truth moments. Like it was really good, I thought. But I think the two R-Truth moments in each Rumble match are like the funniest moments. Like I think the tag one actually beats him interrupting the women's because that was so funny. And Dominic committed to it. So credit to him because he sold that completely. And Gunther had this man in a sleeper. Dominic broke out of that, and he jumped to make the hot tag to Archer.
Fucking R-Truth. So the fans went. The audience just goes crazy for R-Truth. They're like cheering for him to get the hot tag.
Oh, did we mention how he got JD McDonough eliminated in like a second?
Oh yeah, because I said if JD McDonough's in this match, I said R-Truth is gonna have something to do. Like he's gonna JD's gonna get hurt or something like that, and R-Truth's gonna come and take his place because he's not in Judgment Day. So yeah. JD comes out. Braun Breaker just got eliminated. Braun Breaker spears JD. Then R-Truth comes out, helps JD up, throws him in the ring, and then JD gets eliminated immediately. And then R-Truth gets on the apron, and he's like asking for the hot tag. Like he's hulking up over there. Dominic, like you said, full commits, makes the tag. Truth comes in and shoulder tackle on Gunther, and then gets him down. And just like his childhood hero always did.
Oh my God.
The 5-knuckle shuffle, but he fucked the move up pretty bad. And Gunther just fucking beats the shit out of him.
Oh, I love R-Truth so much. Creating memorable moments like that.
Then fucking Damien comes in and eliminates him like a douchebag.
Yeah, how could he? How could Damien do that?
The best member of the Judgment Day.
Yeah, R-Truth is other than Rhea. R-Truth is the best.
Yeah.
I mean, Dominic, Tom and Nick are up there. They're up there. I love them.
Yeah, Tom and Nick are pretty high up there for me as well.
No, yeah, Damien, screw that guy. You know, Finn's pretty cool. JD, you know, even though he's not in Judgment Day, I guess he's fine.
He's my favorite, like, outside member of the Judgment Day, you know, because he's not really in the group.
Yeah.
But
so we're all in agreement.
Truth, Nick.
We're all in agreement that Damien's the one that needs to go.
Yeah, Damien needs to get out of the group. We need to kick Damien out. Oh man, Truth is just so fucking funny, man. I'm just gonna go watch Truth highlights of the funny shit that he's done. Also, his finishing move, the light, that's actually a really badass move. I know a lot of people.
The one where he like spins.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool as fuck. I love it. Like
a lot
the
of people probably.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, like, if people are newer to wrestling, you may not have even seen him, because I don't even know if he does it that much anymore. Because now his finishing moves, you know, he does like the 5-knuckle shuffle, or like he just copies whoever's in the match. He's probably tried to do Rhea's and Damien's moves and Dominic's moves. You know, he's probably just tried to copy everybody. But the lie detector, that was a pretty badass finishing move.
I agree.
Back in the day.
Thought it was cool. And speaking of stealing finishers, I guess. CM Punk hit a pedigree.
Yes.
This match.
Yeah. And he screamed like you didn't think, or I bet you didn't think I was going to do that shit. Something like that. I don't remember exactly what he said, but
yeah, I couldn't hear exactly what he said, but it was something like that. Something along those lines. I was surprised that the final two ultimately came down to Cody versus Punk. That's not really what I was expecting.
You really thought it was going to be Gunther to win the match?
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of expected some kind of swerve. Like, well, I mean, I thought Punk was obvious. Like, Punk and Cody being the final two seemed too obvious. And I figured it'd be Punk, which they proved me wrong there. But I'm not like super shocked that Cody won because it's Cody. But yeah. I don't know. I
The
thought
thing
uh,
I've learned with Triple H is sometimes the most obvious things are just the right moves to make,
yeah.
you know? Because like with Vince and stuff, it would be like, okay, this is obvious. And then he fucking throws a curveball at you and Jinder Mahal is WWE champion. And it's like, what the fuck? That wasn't even a good swerve. That was just
like
that was
why?
just bad.
Why though?
Like no offense to gender. Like, obviously don't hinder gender.
Yeah, not at all.
But
Never.
yeah. But my point is, like, I think Jinder was fine after he became champion or whatever, but that's just such an odd thing to just throw at us, With Triple H, it seems like,
Yeah, it was so
Bailey
random.
being
There was no build to Gender being that guy. It was just out of the fucking blue.
exactly. Yeah. See, like there's story behind Bailey, there's story behind Cody. Well, the final three was Liv, Jade, and Bailey. You could see Liv coming back, and I'm just gonna call it John Cena-ing the Rumble because that's kind of he's the like I guess most famous person to do it, even though Triple H did it the year 2 years prior, wasn't it?
Well, no, I don't think you can say John Cena in the Rumble because John Cena's just as different because like he came back like eight
I
months
just
earlier than he fucking like than standard
yeah.
like an everyday fucking person would have. Like Liv was already cleared. Like she was fine.
I just
And
mean
same
like
with
come
Triple
back
H.
to
Like Triple
win
H was fine.
the Rumble. I just
Oh,
mean like
okay.
come back and win.
Oh
That's
yeah.
the
When you
and
say
John Cena
John
is just the
Cena,
most
I think
famous.
like coming back from an injury
Yeah,
like soon as fuck. Like Edge kind of did it, but not to the degree that Cena did. Like Cena came back way early. Like, and that's before like everything got spoiled on the internet too. So like no one expected that shit. Like it was a genuine shock.
yeah. But like, you could see Liv, well, maybe not necessarily Liv Morgan, but you could see possibly Liv coming back and winning. It's
Oh
not
yeah,
out of the
their
question.
story. Well, I mean, in storyline, Rhea is the one that put her on the shelf. So yeah, there's storyline there.
Right. You could see Jade making her debut and winning the Rumble. Or you could see Bailey being the only member of Judgment Day that doesn't have gold to win the Rumble to go after wink wink Rhea to win the World Heavyweight Championship. All three of those things made sense. And then in the men's, you could see Gunther being this unstoppable, winning the Rumble, keeping the IC title, challenging Seth Rollins for the championship at Mania. Or you could see Punk challenging Rollins, or you could see Cody trying to finish the story. Everything made sense. Like there was nothing that didn't make sense. But
Yeah,
that's the thing with Triple H is sometimes even if it's obvious, it's not necessarily the worst choice.
that's the thing too. Like Triple H, like he's good at making things a lot of times. A lot of times, sometimes like things are just predictable, but he's good at making things kind of unpredictable too. Like even though I say the predictable thing happened, like going in, it was unpredictable. Like I wasn't sure what was about to be the outcome because like beforehand, he planted seeds like everywhere where it made sense like for Gunther to win. It made sense for Punk to win. It made sense for Cody to win. You know?
Yeah. It wasn't like when the year that fucking
Even Drew, like even like Drew would have been like pretty surprising, but like it would have made sense for Drew to win.
yeah. Yeah, it's any of those guys I feel like won. So, I don't know.
Yeah, no, it's pretty good. It was a good like first PLE of the year. I always love the Royal Rumble. I love the match in of itself. It's just always fun to watch. And these were two
The
good
rope,
Rumble matches. So, I mean, the
right.
show overall, I really enjoyed.
How many guys would you throw over the top rope for this Rumble match?
I'm gonna say 26.
I'm going to say
You know what? No,
25.
I'm gonna say 27 actually, because of everything we
27. There
talked
you go.
about.
You know what? 27 is for me as well.
There we go, the 27 train.
I think the reason that we both put this one a little bit lower, one, I think you like the outcome of the women's better,
I
but
do, I
two,
do. Admittedly, I do. And
we got
Jade's debut
we
was
got
like such a huge moment.
I was about to say we got three really
And
cool things in the
yeah,
women's. We got the
Liv's
knockout
return.
champ again. Oh, four really cool things because I forgot about Liv. We got the Knockouts champ coming in. That was really cool. Naomi's return, Jade's debut, and Liv's return. And what did we get in the men's? I mean, that one guy, Andrade, or his name is.
Yeah, Andrade
He
came back.
Yeah, he came back.
This was CM Punk's first televised in-ring WWE, like in the WWE for 10 years since Royal Rumble of 2014.
Yeah, but I mean,
so.
it's like we knew he was going to be in it. I mean, yes, that's cool and all, but it's like it wasn't a surprise. You know, if they would have been like,
No, it wasn't a
oh
surprise,
no,
but still.
Punk got hurt in a live event, blah blah blah. They just played it off, wasn't going to compete. Then that, and then he comes out at 27. Then that would have been like, holy shit. But
yeah, fair enough.
I don't know. It felt less surprising, but I think the match quality was good enough to.
Yeah. Well, both my top two highlights of the night are both from the Women's Rumble, and that would be Bayley winning the Women's Rumble and Jade Cargill's debut. Those are like my two highlights of the night.
Both very two good things that happened. I can't say enough good things about this debut. Way to just make her look like an absolute beast.
Oh yeah, she looked like a superstar, dude.
Yeah. Picks up Nia Jax and starts flexing. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
Yeah. Also, big shout out to WWE and TNA for working together. Like we talked about this
cool.
in the thing that didn't record, but that's not something we like. You watch AEW stuff. I said this earlier, but you watch AEW and you're used to seeing like the Ring of Honor champion or champion and all that kind of stuff show up on AEW TV. We basically have just watched WWE and Impact. When was the last time you ever watched TNA or Impact? Years.
Yeah, I mean, Jeff Hardy was probably still signed.
Yeah, same here.
AJ was definitely still signed. Like, once AJ was gone, I stopped. I don't know how long Jeff was there.
So that would have been like 2015. It's probably the last time I
don't think I watched up until probably 13 or 14 is when I fell off.
Yeah.
Well, I did catch like glimpses actually of Impact when Bobby and Drew were there, but I didn't see much of that. So like 28, I don't know when that would have been, like 16 maybe? 15, 16? So maybe you're right.
Okay. Well, regardless, like we're not used to seeing that because we're little WWE fanboys. So, like seeing like the Impact Women's Champion.
I mean, when I hear people describe like wrestling companies and like what they're about, the thing I hear is like WWE has over everyone else is storytelling. And that's what I gravitate towards the most. Like if you don't have a good story for a match, I'm not going to give a fuck about your match.
That's the problem I feel like with AEW is there was a said WWE versus AEW's two biggest signings, and it's like WWE's with CM Punk, and it's like has potential matches with Seth Rollins, Cody Rhodes, Drew McIntyre, and all these other guys, and it's like has stories, you know, kind of unwinding with each of them, and then it shows AEW signing Edge, and it's like he had a match with Christian, and then he had just a random match on TV and another random match with somebody, and it's like, well,
you know, what's
the fucking point?
I kind of got I saw part of an interview with Lexis King, and I got some kind of insight to like AEW versus WWE, like why WWE storytelling is probably like so much more structured. Apparently AEW doesn't like even have like an actual like writing creative team. So like yeah, no wonder shit's all over the place. Like wrestlers have a lot more creative input there, I guess. Which I don't really know if that's for better because I feel like you're gonna get more concise stories if you just have a team of writers working on it.
Well, here's the thing with wrestlers having creative input. I think they should have creative input to a point, but you know why WCW died?
I think they should have like creative input in terms of like what happens in the match, obviously, but not the outcome and the overall like scheme of things.
Yes, I think they should be like guys like like Bray Wyatt used to do. Like I'm pretty sure it was part of his idea to the Firefly Funhouse stuff. Pretty sure that was part of his idea because like the Eater of Worlds Bray Wyatt was kind of getting stale, a little bit old. So then he's like, "Oh, I'll reinvent my."
Yeah, I feel like it makes sense when it's like when it applies only to you and like your character and whatnot, and doesn't like involve other talent.
Yeah, if it's like if the head of creative says, "Hey, I have this genius idea for your character. We're gonna have you drop this championship to this person. They're gonna go off and do this, and now we're gonna go off and do this, and we're gonna do something different with you." You shouldn't like. I don't think they should just be able to be like, I'm not dropping the title to that person.
Like, I mean, didn't Undertaker like basically save Kane's career because like whatever Kane's gimmick was before he was Kane was not good at all. But like,
He was like the dentist or something like
yeah,
that.
yeah. But like, apparently, like Undertaker was like really cool with him backstage and stuff, and like saw how hard of a worker he actually was, and was like, "You deserve better than this, man."
Yeah, he was Isaac Yankum or something like that.
Yeah, I know. That's it's like one of the it's like a lot of times gimmick changes like just don't work, but like sometimes they really do. I mean, I still think Kane, like early on, like Kane, I feel like he deserved better than he got, like especially like his first WWE title run. Like they made him out to be this monster, beat Stone Cold for the title, lost it the next night. I'm like, what was the point? What's the point of even putting the title on him?
Yep.
Then they try to
Uh,
redeem themselves by making him the world champion in like 2010, and it was like past time. Like you should have made him when he was like Prime Kane, the bit like the monster Kane, the demon, the one we all knew.
well, they also turned him into a comedy character for a short period of time.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That was kind of when
So
the downhill of him started, and then like he was unmasked and like he was sadistic as fuck for like a year, and it was cool. Like you could have pulled the trigger then if you really wanted to, but you never did because Triple H was having his reign of terror, and he didn't want anyone else to hold the damn title like Roman's doing now. Far worse.
I don't know. There's I don't know. There's just a lot with WWE. They should hire us. You know what? AEW should hire us, and we'll fix their entire shit show of an organization.
I'm not
You
sure if
pay us both. Do what?
I don't know. I don't know. Do we want to work for? I don't know.
Yeah, we'll just write Samoa Joe to be like fucking unstoppable, literally unstoppable, and we'll just fix the rest as we go. It won't.
Samoa Joe is cool and all, but man, Tony Khan, he hindered gender. You don't do that.
Yeah, we'll write Tony Khan off TV. He'll never see him again. We'll say he blew up in a limo or something.
Man, go manage, go manage the Jaguars or something, man.
No, that's his like dad or something who
Yeah,
does that.
yeah, he shouldn't join in on that at all because the Jaguars have talent, a lot of talent.
Did the Jaguars fire Doug Peterson?
Did they? I don't know
I
how
don't
the
think
fuck
they
the
did.
Jaguars did not make the playoffs.
I saw something. I see something. I guess we can move on about now. We do something that we do that I don't have my score predictions anymore.
Wait!
But
Before we move on, the Royal Rumble
oh,
2024, the show overall, how many people would you throw over the top rope for it?
30. I'm throwing myself over the top rope as well.
Damn, you think this was like basically perfect?
Pretty much. Yeah. For a Royal Rumble pay-per-view.
I won't even disagree. You know what? I'll throw myself over the top rope too. Screw it. 30. 30.
Yeah. I'm going to be pointing at the WrestleMania sign and then grab myself by my tights and throw myself over the top.
I can see myself revisiting just like at least the women's match, probably before WrestleMania, to be honest, because it was so freaking awesome. And
I think we should
at least like the end, because like from Jade's like debut on, it was just like pure like adrenaline and like energy, and like I was just vibing with it. I loved it.
well, from the very beginning when Naomi got that very warm reception.
Oh yeah, dude,
Yeah.
the crowd was pretty good in this one.
Yeah. Everybody's saying the overseas crowds are like always better, but St. Petersburg or whatever it was, Florida, they came. They showed up.
Half the time,
I,
people. I mean, I don't know like how much it matters because like smaller crowds probably mean like a smaller stadium, so a smaller space. But also a lot of overseas crowds, like they're bigger, so there's more people, so that probably means more noise. And a lot of times people don't kind of account for that.
Yeah, and I think it's just a way to try to get WWE to go overseas more, which I'm
Yeah,
not opposed to it.
I'm not either. Like I'm glad they're going overseas more because like I mean fans over there deserve to see it too.
Yeah, fuck, if they're gonna go to Saudi Arabia 3 times a year, they can go to fucking the UK or something.
Yeah, like
Honestly, most of the
Elimination
Saudi
Chamber.
pay-per-views.
Elimination Chamber is in Australia. Backlash is in France, I'm pretty sure. Money in the Bank's going to be in Toronto. So,
I think we should grade each pay-per-view this year, and we just kind of go back and we'll compare them, you know? But
like letter
A
grade
plus,
or
yeah, A plus being best, and F minus being terrible. I give Royal Rumble an A plus.
okay, even though I said that I throw myself over the top rope for it, A plus is like, oh, that's like very very hard territory to get into. So I'm not going to give it that. I don't think it was like perfect, but it was very good. So, oh, I feel like the WWE can do better than this year, but not. I don't know how much better because the Royal Rumble. I just love that match type. I don't know if there's a match type I enjoy more, to be honest. So you know what? I'll just give it a solid A. Solid A.
If Ricochet wouldn't have came out at 28 and Sheamus would have came out, would this be an A plus for you?
Yes, it would be. I would be. I don't know. Maybe I'm just showing my Sheamus love, man. I love him.
You were really hoping for Sheamus.
Bro, yeah, he's
You made
awesome. He's one of the
no,
guys
no,
we
I'm not.
grew up with.
Yeah, no, I fucking hated that son of a bitch. Let me tell you.
Exactly, he was such a great heel, and like we're talking about like how like you have to like build people for us to care about them. Like when Sheamus like debuted on the not even like when he debuted, I guess when he went over to Raw because I think he started on ECW. But when he went over to Raw,
He
he's just
did.
like dominating, and
Hmm.
he immediately made his way to John Cena in a WWE title match, and he fucking won. And I mean, maybe he wasn't ready at that point, but they made that dude like feel so legitimate.
I hated him. Hated his guts.
Yeah, and he made
Did
himself
his
feel
job.
legitimate because of that. Yeah, yeah, he was like the most despised heel on Raw. Like he did what he needed to be the top guy.
Yeah.
To go
And
against the top guy at least.
yeah. So, I mean, who knows? Maybe Sheamus is just taking some time off, you know? Dude's been on
Maybe.
the road for years.
I think his last match was against Edge. I think that's the last time we saw him.
Hmm.
If that tells you anything.
Well, yeah, it's been a minute. But yeah, that was Royal Rumble 2024.
That
Moving
was.
on,
Great show.
moving on now to our NFL predictions. We're going to go backwards a little bit because we've missed some weeks. We went into Wild Card Weekend. All right, just a bit of a back. What is it called? Rewind. Yeah, rewind. We went into Wild Card
It's
Weekend.
rewind time.
Browns Texans. You chose the Browns like an idiot. You
Yes,
believed in
yes.
Joe Flacco. What a moron.
Oh
I
yes,
picked the
I
up and
made
comer.
a recap on the wild card weekend. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. Some people did
Did?
watch that.
I didn't know you made that because I didn't get the notification. I'm so sorry.
Well, how dare you? Oh well. Oh
But to be
well.
fair,
It's in
I've
the
been watching
past.
I've been
It's in the
watching Love on the
past.
Spectrum on
Look, it's
Netflix.
mostly
So,
me just briefly going over each game, and mostly most of the time spent was on the Dallas Packers game and the Lions Rams game because those were really the only two big games to take away from in the wild card weekend for me personally.
well, I don't guess I'll do. I'm gonna
You,
ramble for a second.
yeah, you
Uh,
can. I mean, I was just promoting my own video. You can go watch that.
I
You can
got
go
you.
ahead.
Browns Texans. You picked the Browns. I chose C.J. Stroud and the Texans, and I was right. Moving on,
You
Dolphins
were right. I
Chiefs.
was wrong. You were
Patrick
right.
Patrick Mahomes got his helmet, giant crack knocked out of his helmet.
Oh, he
We
did
both,
have to replace helmets, didn't he? I forgot about that.
yeah.
And he was hating
Uh,
it.
We both chose the Chiefs, so look at us go. Packers, Cowboys. You jumped on the bandwagon of them boys, and how did that work out for you?
Man, I got it wrong.
Jordan
I
fucking
proudly
Love
got it wrong.
came
I was
to
happy. I was happy to
play.
be wrong. I was happy.
J-Lo.
In that video, you should watch it, man. I give a lot of credit
I'm
to
gonna
the
go back.
Packers.
I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna watch it. I won't sit here and
I give
ramble
them
on about
credit.
them.
I give them credit for, they made history. They are the first 7 seed in NFL history to win a playoff game.
They're the first team in over 2 years to beat the Cowboys at home.
Yeah, since like week 1 of last season or something.
Something like that. So
Yeah, like
look at the
31
Packers.
games, or yeah,
Give
quite
it
a few
to
games.
give it up to former Packers defensive coordinator Joe Barry for dialing up a good game. But yeah. Moving on, Steelers Bills. Who the fuck cares? We both picked the Bills. Apparently the Steelers got cheated. People were saying.
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah.
I don't see how
because there was totally a moment in that game where I thought, oh yeah, the Steelers, they could win this. No.
I just seen a bunch of Steelers fans online crying that they got cheated somehow. Don't really know. Don't really care.
Yeah, that game was like never within reach. I don't even know what they're talking about.
The Steelers were Were the Steelers a 7 seed?
Yes, they were.
Yeah, they were a true 7 seed.
Just like a couple years ago when they lost to the Chiefs.
Rams, Lions.
Yes.
We both picked the Rams, and we were wrong.
We were wrong. I'm glad I was wrong. And it was the only close game this weekend. Every other game was like a blowout, basically. Multiple possessions, at least.
And then we got Eagles-Bucks. You picked the Eagles. I picked the Bucks.
Yeah, I was so wrong. I've never been more wrong in my life. Besides maybe the Cowboys Packers.
But I went 5-1, you went 2-4. That I would do my way too early predictions, but I didn't even get the same playoffs, so that doesn't even fucking make sense for me to do. So, going into the divisional round, our record, mine was 152 and 126. Yours was 174 and 104. This was a hard weekend. Going into the divisional round, I picked the Ravens. You picked the Ravens too, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Ravens toppled the Texans.
First half it was tied 10-10, but yeah, second half absolutely just controlled the ball game. Shut them out 24-0. Final score 34-10.
Packers 49ers.
Yeah.
I think the better team lost. I'm gonna say it.
Damn,
I think
really?
The better team
Are
lost,
you really?
honestly.
Do you really mean that?
I really do mean that.
Do you mean like just the better team period, or do you mean the better team that night?
The better team that night.
Okay, I won't disagree with you then.
Because the 49ers played great, but the Packers just played better.
I agree with you. And 49ers did capitalize on a couple big mistakes. Well, not even like
they
got a couple big takeaways.
Yeah, there was one where the ball was bobbled in the air that ended up in an interception.
Very mad.
But I'm pretty sure the 49ers didn't even score off of that turnover. So whatever. And then they got the pick at the end of the game. But if Carlson made the kick, I'm not trying to hate on Carlson.
Oh yes,
whatever. But if Carlson would have never made the kick, Jordan Love would have never had to try to think that he needed to push the ball down the field like he did. Yeah. So you picked the 49ers though, didn't you?
I did.
You were right there. Bucks, Lions. You picked the Lions, did you not?
I did pick the Lions.
And so did I, I'm pretty sure.
You did.
I did.
I believe.
I thought I did.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah. I really have a lot to say. The
Lions were pretty much in control of the whole game.
Yeah, I didn't think at any point the Lions looked like they were going to lose.
The team that won, or the team that should have won. Simple as that.
Yeah. Chiefs, Bills. Did you pick the Bills? No, you picked the Chiefs. That's right.
I did. Yeah, I picked the Chiefs.
The Bills are stupid, and they need to fire everybody. That's all I got to say. I picked the Bills. What an idiot.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like if they were ever gonna get over that hump, I feel like anyway, if they were ever gonna get over that hump, this was the year, and I don't think they can get over that hump. That is the scary beast of the AFC, Kansas City, and Patrick Mahomes. 0-3, yeah. Josh Allen is 0-3 against Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs now. Yeah, it's pretty. I don't know.
Let's see. You went
What about
4-0, didn't you?
I did.
Yep, that's what I was trying to do. I was trying to do the math, and motherfucker went 4. Taking me. Yeah. I don't know what the Chiefs or what the Bills need to do other than just fire everybody. I saw some people saying they maybe need to move on. I don't think that's what they need to do
Move on from
at
who?
all. Josh Allen.
No, that's no. Why do people always go straight to the quarterback? Like, why is it like quarterback? It's obviously like it is the most important, like most vital position on your team, but like there's so much more than the players on the field and everything. Why do people always go straight to the quarterback? That's the problem.
I always look at coaching first.
Yeah, you have to.
More,
Like, I
I
feel
look
like if
at
you actually watch the game and are like an actual fan, you will look at that shit. But like, I don't. As a casual viewer, you probably aren't really thinking about that.
well, the thing that I think about, why the fuck are you running a fake punt in your own territory with DeMar Hamlin? What the fuck is that? What is that play call? That's some Dan Campbell-esque play calling.
I couldn't believe they did that shit. Yeah, I told you too. I was texting you when
Yeah.
that was happening. I was like, "What the fuck are the Bills doing, dude?"
And then I went and watched the highlight of that, and I was like, what was their thinking here?
They looked out
What did
too,
you?
said because Kansas City fumbled in the end zone, so they got a touchback and got the ball back, and they still couldn't fucking score. I'm like, what are you doing, Buffalo, dude?
And I like, people want to fucking, and I probably shit on Josh. I like shitting on people that aren't the
I
Packers.
feel like this was
It's
the
what I go
year
to.
where I just feel like this was the year where like Buffalo,
Was the better
their
team.
yeah, their team was better. They were the better team and they should have won. And the fact that they didn't, I don't know they ever fucking will beat Kansas City in the postseason.
They got a lot of big free agents. Micah Hyde, their safety, come back to Green Bay, please and thank you. I still remember your one-handed interception against the Vikings when Teddy Bridgewater was quarterback. Yeah, yes. Yeah, but they got a lot of free agents. So, I don't know. But people want to, going back to what you're talking about, the quarterbacks, people want to be like, okay, time to move on from that QB. What the fuck would have happened if the Packers moved on from Brett Favre? Yes, Brett Favre cost the Packers a lot of games because of his 296 interceptions or whatever he threw. But the dude had he's third all time in passing touchdowns?
Yeah. It's kind of like it's like either the quarterback gets all the blame or all the credit. It's like the rest of the all everything else just like gets disregarded by like some people, and I don't really understand it. Like after Tampa Bay beat Kansas City in the Super Bowl, Tom Brady's last Super Bowl win, everyone was giving Tom Brady the credit for that fucking win the next day, and I'm like, bro, did you watch the fucking game? Did you not see that fucking defense? If you're telling me that the Tampa Bay defense is not the reason that they fucking beat Patrick Mahomes and shut the Chiefs down, I don't know what the fuck you watched. Like, yeah, Tom Brady did his job. The offense did their job, scoring points, and getting a lead that the Chiefs just weren't gonna fucking come back from at the rate they were playing. Patrick Mahomes ran behind the goddamn line of scrimmage for over 500 yards. That stat to this day is so ridiculous to me. How do you run 500 plus yards behind the line of scrimmage? That is
Yeah.
crazy. That's absurd. Yeah, but no, everyone wants to give the quarterback all the credit for it. Yeah, no, just like watch the game, bro. Look at the stats. Like numbers don't lie.
I don't know. People want to talk about and I think a lot of these games the quarterbacks do deserve a lot of credit, because they are the
Yeah, definitely.
person controlling the offense. But at the same time, where would the fucking Patriots be in the in the win against the Falcons if James White wasn't around. All those fucking little checkdowns that Tom Brady
Yeah,
would throw to
I was
James
about to
White,
say, even though
all
like
those fucking bubble
yeah,
screens, he would throw.
his rushing yards probably
James
weren't
White
like
getting the fucking yards.
insane. Yeah, but he had so many receptions in that game.
Yeah,
He was a
and I'm not trying to
reliable target.
I'm not trying to take anything away from Brady, but like without James White getting all these yards, yes,
Oh
Tom
no,
Brady
yeah,
has
you
to throw
need
the
both
ball to him.
pieces. You need both pieces.
But yeah, it's fucking crazy. Like Patrick
It's like you do
Mahomes,
have to credit Brady because like not just anyone can like especially in that situation, not just anyone can be there. But like also you need the other guy on the other end to be doing his job as well.
well, the only quarterback I think right now, and I hate doing this, the only quarterback who doesn't deserves any blame is Patrick Mahomes. He's the only guy who's like putting the ball right where it needs to be.
Yeah, no, Patrick Mahomes is
And
he's still incredible. He's still
and
crazy. There's a reason
receivers
he's
just don't.
where he is.
Yeah, the receivers just don't catch it, or they just
And you
drop it,
said
or they're
this
wrong when they're outs.
basically what's happening now is like what we talked about literally week fucking one. Like you said, and it turned out you said that the Chiefs were not as good of a team as they have been in past seasons. I was like, maybe so, but it's still the Chiefs, and I was expecting them to be better than they actually were this season. Like they were worse than I expected, to be honest. And they're still in the AFC Championship, and I told you it's Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid. Can't really count them out, and here we fucking are.
And we're both right.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
couldn't count them out, but they're not a good team
I mean,
compared to
they
Lamar
are a good
Jackson and the
team, but
Ravens.
yeah, you like they're this is not an elite Kansas City team. Like their defense is
No.
pretty elite. Like their offense has their problems. You still got an elite quarterback in Patrick Mahomes, so like there's so many pieces that are good. But yeah, I guess we can jump into the championship games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So on the NFC side, we got the
Well, no, we can do
versus.
the AFC first. It's
Okay,
happening
AFC.
first, so
Well, we'll keep talk about the Chiefs then. We
yeah,
got the Lamar
it's
Jackson led Baltimore Ravens versus the Patrick Mahomes led Kansas City Chiefs.
please save us from the Swifty Bowl. Please save us from the Swifty Bowl.
In Lamar, we trust. I even like
Yeah,
Taylor Swift, but I
Lamar
don't even.
likely going to be MVP. Do you agree?
He shouldn't, but he probably will be.
Okay, out of the what do you think he shouldn't because like Christian McCaffrey should, or do you think another
Yeah,
quarterback should? Do you think
Christian McCaffrey
do you think
probably.
out of all the quarterbacks though, because a quarterback's probably going to get it, Lamar has played the best of any quarterback this season,
I
like
guess.
most
I mean,
consistent at least.
yeah, I guess that's
And like,
fair.
yeah, I mean, I guess like we said, it's a team effort. So like Patrick Mahomes can't control that his fucking receivers can't catch, and some teams
Well,
can't control that their offensive line is complete garbage. But yeah,
the only
overall,
thing that I
Lamar
have,
has been the most consistent, I would say. He hasn't turned the ball over much. He's been consistent rushing, passing, putting the ball in the end zone when he needs to.
the only thing that like I've heard against Lamar was like, uh, if you look at every statistical category, okay, so you look at passing yards. Well, I'm pretty sure Brock Purdy has more. Well, you look at touchdowns. Well, Dak has more. You look at like completion percentage. I can't. Somebody else has a better completion percentage. You look at touchdowns. Did I already say touchdowns?
Here's
Yeah.
the thing. Here's the thing. It's all about balance. That's what the game
I
is.
I get that. Don't get me wrong. I think out of all the QBs, if you're going to give it to a QB, Lamar is the most logical choice. But the thing is this MVP award just doesn't make sense to me because if you look at like how the MVPs have been won in the past, it's like a guy who leads almost every statistical category. Well, this year there isn't really a quarterback that just leads all these statistical categories. Like look at Aaron
Yeah.
Rodgers' MVPs.
I mean, Josh
He
Allen like
basically.
leads a lot, but that includes like interceptions, so like he or
Well, that
turnovers
should
at least.
that like disqualifies him in my
Yeah,
opinion.
exactly. Like like he scored more than any quarterback, but he's also turned the ball over like more than any quarterback. So
Exactly. So it's like that's why I feel like it shouldn't be given to Lamar just because Christian McCaffrey had like 2,000 scrimmage yards or something like that.
I agree with you. I think Christian McCaffrey should win the MVP, but I just know like in the world we live in, it's likely a quarterback because wasn't Adrian Peterson the last non-quarterback to win MVP? And
Yes.
that was 12 years ago or
Yeah.
or 11 years ago. I think it was I don't know if the awards were held in 2012 or it was the 2012 season. So either way, it's 10
He
plus
was the
years ago.
2012. He was the 2012 MVP.
2012
Is
season.
all I
Okay.
know.
So
Yeah.
probably 11 years ago.
Yeah.
And that's ridiculous. But
And to be fair, J.J. Watt probably won it in 2015 when Aaron Rodgers won it. I mean, Aaron Rodgers had an insane season, but I mean, you know, so he didn't win though. J.J. Watt didn't win, so whatever. And I've always heard the argument Drew Brees had a better season. And was it 2011 or 2014?
oh
All I have to
yeah,
say to
yeah.
that is no. Aaron Rodgers should have won it over Drew Brees. 99 times
Aaron
out of
Rodgers
1,000.
did win it, didn't he?
Exactly. Drew
Okay,
Brees
yeah.
never won an MVP.
Well, Drew Brees was second. That's unfortunate. It's just so unfortunate that Drew Brees never won an MVP. I mean, he did win a Super Bowl MVP though. So, um, I mean,
Yeah.
I would prefer a Super Bowl ring over a regular season MVP if I had to
Yeah,
pick
I mean
one.
he's still going to Canton.
Yeah, and I mean,
So
doesn't he still hold the record for like best completion percentage of all time?
yeah, he's like a 70 something percent,
Yeah,
I
it's
think.
crazy. Like over the course of like a 20-year career, that's crazy to have it that high, keep it that high. Like he
Yeah.
was consistent.
So, but anyways, the Ravens versus Chiefs. This is going to be an interesting one. I think the Ravens are going to pretty much blow the Chiefs out, honestly.
I I think they should. I don't know if they actually will, but either way, I think there's no reason whatsoever the Ravens should lose this game. In no world, unless like Lamar Jackson gets hit by a freaking truck and Mark Andrews, he's playing again tomorrow, and like I don't know, he gets ligma.
Wait, Mark
Like,
Andrews is back?
yeah, he's they were talking about it last week during the Texans game. They were like, if the Ravens win this game, Mark Andrews is gonna be back. He's cleared after this week. So
That just solidifies mine.
yeah,
He's going to blow them out even more. He's
got
getting
we
his
got
number one target.
we got like three of the top five tight ends in the league playing this weekend. And I mean, Laporta, the Lions tight end, he's a rookie, but he played really well this season. So you got like arguably four of the best tight ends in the league playing this weekend. Got some good
Well,
tight
he
end
tore
play.
his ACL.
Oh, he
Did he
did?
not?
Did he?
I'm pretty sure. I thought he did.
Shit. I thought oh fuck, one sec.
If he didn't, then I don't know who I'm talking about then. Maybe I'm thinking of Tyler Higbee on the Rams. But I could have swore somebody tore their ACL.
Uh I mean
I
he played against Tampa Bay.
did he?
Yeah, Sam Laporta.
Huh. I don't know who I'm thinking of then.
Had 9 receptions, boy.
Oh, maybe I'm thinking of Higbee because all I know is there was a hit on
I mean, hey, dude,
on
he had almost 1,000 receiving yards. He had 86 receptions and he had 10 touchdowns. That's a pretty good rookie season.
yeah, that's phenomenal rookie season.
God, dude,
But
man, I don't. Yeah, well, we'll get to it in a minute. But yeah, Baltimore should beat the Chiefs.
what is your score prediction?
Oh man, the Chiefs defense is good. The Ravens, dude, that's the thing. The Ravens have it would continue the trend for the Ravens if they did blow the Chiefs out, man. Because they've been like every good team they played this season, they just they just showed them what's up. I'm gonna say that the Ravens are gonna win this game. I'm gonna say 34-20.
I'm gonna say the Ravens will win 48-21.
Oh hell yeah, I like that. I like that. But yeah, as a saying on the Sam Laporta talk, just the Lions, the Detroit Lions. This team, man, a lot of their team, very young, just so talented, man. Their roster is stacked, like on both sides of the ball, really. Like I think they need some improvement in like their secondary and such. Their defense can be better, but their defensive line, one of the best in the league. And on the other side, you got San Francisco, probably two top five defensive lines in the league. Like usually, teams are kind of scared to rush against the Lions. I don't think San Francisco is going to have that problem. I think that the Lions with this team have the potential to maybe make a Super Bowl here soon. And I really, really wish it was this season. I think that this team has the talent and Dan Campbell is a good enough coach and his ballsy play calling could go one way or the other, especially against a team like San Francisco. But I think like they had the potential to do it this year and make it to the Super Bowl. I don't think this is the year though. Maybe soon, hopefully soon, because I want to see the Lions in the freaking Super Bowl. I'd love to see that because they're a team that have never been there. Not just never won. They've simply never made a Super Bowl. And I love seeing like history made. So like just seeing them in the big game for the first time ever, that would be freaking cool. And the fact that they're this close for the first time in over 30 years, first time in our lifetime, is so insane to me. And we are kind of like experiencing like generational history in of itself right now, just with the Lions. It's pretty crazy. Just like the drought that they've ended, like not having appeared in an NFC Championship game in over 30 years and finally doing that. But ultimately, I got San Francisco winning this. Sorry for
Yeah.
that whole background on Detroit, but I don't know. You know that. I kind of like love the Lions.
Yeah. They're your until Drew Brees retired. Well, no, I guess you used to be a Patriots fan, then you were a Panthers fan if the Patriots weren't doing good, and then you
Oh,
really
that
liked
was
the
like
Saints.
that's because I was like on the Cam Newton train for a minute. But
Oh yeah.
I always like the Saints because of Breeze, and I would
But it's
like
never failed that you've liked the Lions, to be
yeah,
fair.
because like I mean I still I don't know.
Because of Megatron, I
Yeah,
think is what got you.
Megatron for sure. He's like, I don't know, Megatron's like just like one of my best players, like favorite players of all time. Maybe. I don't know, I love Brady because of all he did for the Patriots, so it's kind of just hard to top that. But yeah, Megatron's probably like right behind him.
Yeah. Uh, if you want to like look at it this way, this is the reason that I think San Francisco wins. You put every position, okay, look at it like this. Quarterbacks, Lions or 49ers. Who has the better quarterback play?
You might hate me. Lions. I'm saying Detroit.
Brock Purdy makes less mistakes. So it's like
Does he though?
that's why I
Does he though? He threw four interceptions against the Ravens.
wasn't Christian McCaffrey hurt that game.
I don't think so.
I thought he got hurt in the middle of that game and went out.
What were okay? Damn, I didn't know. Jared Goff threw 12 interceptions this season. I didn't even know he threw that many. How many did he throw against Baltimore? Oh, okay, he only threw one. Brock Purdy. Wait, how many yards did Jared Goff even have? Almost
I'm looking at
4,600.
I'm looking at Brock Purdy. Uh,
Okay,
so
how many yards did he
y'all,
got?
4,280.
Okay, 4,575 for Goff.
Okay, there are more yards, touchdowns.
Goff's got 30.
Purdy has 31.
Okay,
INTs.
Goff's got 12.
Purdy's got 11.
Okay,
QBR.
the rating is 97.9.
Oh, wait, you're looking at.
One sec. Yeah, I'm just getting QBR. I'm actually opening the site right now. QBR. Ah, shit. One sec. Let me find the overall season. What's the Purdy's QBR in the meantime?
72.8. He's ranked first.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Joff's is 60.3.
Yeah. That's just kind of, and I think the way they rate QBR, like how many almost picks
What's
and all this
his
other
passer
shit.
rating? What's Brady's passer rating?
113.
Okay, damn, really? Is that high?
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, yeah, and like
I
rating wise, Purdy's got it like over Goff, but like guard wise, Goff's got it, and like touchdown
here's
interception wise, they're very even. So you could argue they're pretty even in quarterback
Now
play.
here's the thing. I think Goff is a better quarterback, but I
That's what I'm
think
saying. That's what I'm
Purdy has a
saying.
better team around him. Is the
Maybe
thing.
so, but you
But
just said
with
specifically quarterback play, so I'm going
yes,
Jared Goff.
with this 49ers team, I think Purdy is better because he has this specific team around him.
Okay,
If you
fair
put
enough. Fair
Goff
enough.
on this team, I think it's leaps and bounds better. But okay, so quarterback play, I personally would say 49ers, you could say Lions.
Yes.
I won't
Yes.
disagree. Running backs, clearly 49ers.
Yes,
Wide
agreed.
receivers, clearly 49ers.
I
Offensive
agree.
line, clearly 49ers.
I agree.
Tight
I
end
think the
room,
offensive line has been like the most clear, then running back, then wide receiver, because I think St. Brown is incredible on the Lions.
yeah, but I get that, but the 49ers have two number
Yes, I know.
one.
They're more well rounded. That's
Yeah,
just that simple.
they have more depth
Yeah,
behind
yeah.
them. But then like you go
Like the only
defensively,
thing I'm going to pick Lions for that you say literally that if anything is QB. Like I think they have the better
that's
QB
fair.
and that's it.
I
But
would I
like
would
I
almost
think
give secondary.
a lot of things are pretty close. Like even defensive line, like I said, I think they're probably both top five, and I think
I
San
don't know.
Francisco's is better, but I think Detroit's is good. And like with a few more years, like they'll be there. But like I think Aiden Hutchinson is their best player, but like with a few more seasons, some more experience, like this defensive line, it's gonna be stout and mean, and maybe a
You
couple more
got
pieces.
you got Nick Bosa, Chase Young, I think Eric Armstead on the
Yeah,
defensive
yeah,
line.
no, I'm
Like,
not arguing that.
God damn, that thing
Yeah,
is just
that's hard to beat. No, there's not
that is hard.
really any defensive line that's better than San Francisco, so kind of
Yeah.
unfair.
The only thing that I would really be like, I think the
I
Lions may have a better cornerback group
uh,
than San
well,
Francisco
maybe neither
because
of
it
them
seemed
have
like
that
Jordan
strong,
Love.
like
No,
the
yeah,
strongest.
it seemed like Love
They
had
both
a
kind of depend on their pressure.
yeah.
I
'Cause I
think
mean,
the
fuck.
Lions have a better punter. I'm pretty sure their punter is like number one at pinning their opponents deep. And you may like
Yeah,
scoff at that,
Tre'Davious
but I
Ward is
mean,
like one of their top.
people don't credit
You
punters and
need it.
kickers enough, okay? They are so important. In terms
They're
like
very important. You
field
found that out
position
in
is
fucking.
incredibly important. Like it's so crazy. So crazy how important it is actually.
But yeah, 49ers. I think are gonna take it.
Yeah, yeah.
What was the score prediction? You think?
Ooh, okay, okay. So San Francisco beat Green Bay 24-21. I feel like there's probably going to be more points in this one. I'm going to say that San Francisco wins 38-33. I don't know how we get to that score, but we're going to get there.
Right. I am picking 21-14.
Okay, okay. A little more low scoring.
I really honestly think this is just gonna be a.
I feel like both teams might have a turnover or two that lead to some points. So that's kind of why I'm thinking it's going to be a little more high scoring, but maybe not. Maybe not.
Look at it. Brock Purdy almost threw two pick sixes. Packers. The Packers have a better. Now, I don't like always going back to the Packers. I think the Packers, out of all of these teams that are left, the Packers possibly have the best defense, worst called defense. That's maybe a bad opinion, but you look at their corners, you look at their pass rush, you look at their linebackers, none of it was terrible. When you have fucking Preston Smith covering the slot receiver of a team, yeah, let's get a fucking 300-pound linebacker covering Justin Jefferson. Genius idea. Fucking dumbass. But, like, Purdy almost threw two pick sixes against them. Now, it was raining, but still,
Yeah.
that's got to fuck with him a little bit.
Oh yeah, probably.
And
Especially like
and
not that long ago was that Baltimore game where he threw 4 interceptions. So, that's probably
yeah,
still in the back of his mind, especially
and the
like if he's looking forward at all, seeing that he might have to see that team again if they make it
yeah,
past
that's gonna
Detroit.
really fuck with him. Yeah,
Oh,
so that
oh,
could really
speaking,
mess with him.
yeah, yeah. Speaking of, if that happens to be the Super Bowl, which we both think it will be, which if you remember, my initial Super Bowl pick was before the season started, it was 49ers, Jets, but right after Rodgers went down, had to adjust my pick. It was 49ers, Ravens. That's what we're looking at here. If
It is.
if we predict these games correctly.
I picked
So,
49ers Jags. You see how close I was.
oh wow. I thought you said like yeah, okay. Oh yeah, yeah, and maybe you did because the Jags like looked impressive in week 1 or something.
No, I'm just stupid.
Oh, okay. Anyway, if that does happen to be the Super Bowl, do you want to go ahead and just what do you think the score of a 49ers Ravens rematch Super Bowl game would be? And we can
Let's
always
see.
predict this differently next week, or if it Super Bowl somehow turns out to be
If
something different.
if that happens to be the case, I pick the Baltimore Ravens to win.
Okay.
I pick them to win 32-24.
Ooh, Baltimore Ravens 32-24. If that was the case, I think I might have to agree with you on the Ravens because they kind of just seem pretty unstoppable this season. And I don't know if that's going to stop. They've been very consistent. They don't turn the ball over much. They put points on the board. They got a great kicker, great QB. They got like everything they need. Like number one defense in the league. Oh, I'm gonna say Ravens 26-21. 26-21.
Wow. Well, there we go.
Cool.
That's been 2024 Royal Rumble, the 2023 NFL playoff divisional wild card round divisional round recap championship predictions, possible Super Bowl predictions.
Yep, it's gonna be Ravens 49ers. You heard it here first. Probably not. That's probably, and I would assume what a lot of people are probably thinking when you look at these matchups. It seems like those are like no question, probably the best two teams in the league and have been all season, so kind of makes sense.
Have you seen the logo stuff?
The what?
Like the logo for this year's Super Bowl is like red and purple or something like that, and so they say that like next year is green and purple. So they're saying the Ravens go back to the Super Bowl against the Packers or the Jets or something.
They can't go against the Jets.
Or yeah, my bad, the Packers.
Wait, what was the color last year?
It was green and red.
Are you kidding?
It's like been no. It's like you look up what was last year's Super Bowl.
57?
Look up Super Bowl 57 logo, and you'll see what I'm talking about. But yeah,
Okay, I'll look that
it's
up
like been
some other
fairly,
time.
yeah, it's been like kind of accurate for like the last couple of years. It's
That's
kind of
weird.
crazy.
That's
Yeah,
strange.
it is. But
Hmm. Okay, well,
anyways, that's been this.
that's been this. That's so random. You
You
can find this show
you
on
can
Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you may listen to your podcast. If you're not listening to YouTube, you can find it on YouTube at the Red Arrow. I upload some other videos on that. A lot of stuff about DC and some other superhero related stuff. A lot of stuff just about movies, the WWE, NFL, just whatever, whatever we want to talk about there. It's all free to talk about.
you just you made a video about the Crisis on Infinite Earth, didn't you?
Yeah, a couple. Made a video
Yeah,
on like the movie
where you
itself.
said you hated it,
I don't hate
and
it.
it
It's
was
not that bad. It's fine.
yeah. Well, you
It's
said
good.
you
It's
hated
good.
it,
It's good.
and
It's
it's the
good.
worst
It's
movie
good.
ever.
It's not bad. Uh, it's not bad. It's not like great, but I think it's good. Good enough.
Oh,
It's
there's
also
you
just
also have
part one, so it's not a complete story. So like I need part two and three to like fully judge it.
You also have a video. It's episode 2 of this podcast where we talk about the Jurassic. I just basically,
Oh, the Jurassic Park
I mean,
franchise.
yeah. I've missed it the last couple times. Plugging that.
Well, you
So
can go listen to that in the meantime. But
yeah.
yeah, we'll see you next time where we talk about something.